What is good, everybody? How we doing? We're back with some more gym content, y'all. Now this is a gym session that I did about 2 weeks ago that I never posted. This night I actually forgot my mics, and this is kind of why I'm doing a voiceover currently. But this is a little bit of what I do for my bicep workouts and triceps and abs as well. It's not everything, but this is a few workouts that I like to do when I'm trying to hit my arms. But right now you're seeing me do 25s for standing bicep curls. What the fuck? Did I have a stroke? But I normally try to do maybe 10 to... No, wait. It's 12 reps, then 10, then 8, then 6-4. I think I do a bit more reps towards the end. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, this is one of my favorite workouts. I mean, I typically I like doing preacher curls because I get to sit down. But my homie, he didn't have a preacher curl in his gym, so it's all good. Just, I still felt my biceps. I, made sure that I squeezed the hell out of it. So, I mean, that's the whole point, man. I think one thing that I noticed though, that when I see people doing standing bicep curls is, their back is kind of messed up, and that'll give you a one-way ticket to Snap City. Now, throughout this whole movement, I make sure that my back is as straight as possible, because as soon as you start to use your back and you're throwing the weight up, that's when you have lower back pain, and we don't want that. All right, so if you have to decrease the weight, and make sure that you keep your back straight, man. You don't want to be in a fucking wheelchair before you're like 40 or 30, man. You want to make sure you have a good, healthy back. There's nothing worse than fucking up your back, man. It really is the worst thing ever. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had cramps in your back. That shit sucks. Or if you ever like slept wrong in your bed and you get up the next morning and you're like, damn, what is going on? Yeah, that times 10. It's worse. It's gonna be far worse if you mess up your back during a gym session, man. So just gotta check your ego and just go light. There's nothing wrong with going light with the correct form. So right here I'm doing seated alternating bicep curls. Again, another good bicep workout. I read somewhere, or I didn't read it, but I was just like aimlessly like scrolling on TikTok. Some dude was talking about like how alternating bicep curls isn't a great workout. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Because that's how I grew my biceps, man. Now, I think sometimes, whenever I'm just casually scrolling on social media, you have a lot of people who are trying to like reinvent the wheel, And there's a lot of great workouts that still are effective. So personally, I love doing alternating bicep curls. I mean, you can see the veins popping. My biceps are popping. I mean, I think that, it really just comes down to your preference. I always do these for my arms, and I've seen progress and improvement. So I'm going to keep doing it, man. The hell he talking about? But what is this? This is 30 pounds. So I do about, how many sets I do? Fuck, I forgot. I think it's like three or four sets of this. Yeah. God, my arm looks like a freaking road map. I'm just really looking at my right arm. God dang. It's like a road map, bro. Nah, but like, yeah, it's a great workout, man. My face starts to get kind of ugly here. What the hell is that? That's how you know you're pushing it, man. You're pushing it. You can't have a beautiful, handsome face when you do this, man. You gotta grind it. What am I doing? I'm getting a little bit too excited. Dude, whenever I see like just workout videos and I'm just like chilling in my apartment, man, I immediately gotta go to the gym, man. I just get hype. I just get so excited. But no, it's just it's infectious. It's infectious. Sometimes it's a good thing, you know. But I think that over the years, these kind of workouts really built my arms really well, really nicely. I think about 6 or 7 years ago when I was at UCF and I was working out religiously, but my diet was absolutely trash. Man, I would like hit arms for like probably like an hour and a half, man. And listen, that might be what they call nowadays junk volume, but I saw progress. I know that there's a certain thing as overtraining. I get that. But I think that every once in a while, you just need to go, just balls to the wall, And the next day, your arms are going to be so damn sore. And I did that for a while, and I now have really nice arms. Push it. Yeah. Yo, I watch years of watching the Hodge twins, man, has really left an effect on me. I don't watch their new shit, but their old shit is still gold, right? Alright, so right now we have isolated bicep curls. Again, I make sure that I'm a little bit over the bench because I want to be able to kind of control the weight as much as possible, because we're not trying to have no bicep tears up in here, man, because that shit's scary. That's something that I'm kind of more cautious about. I wasn't really cautious about bicep tears when I was working out at UCF years ago. But I wish I was more careful, because whenever you have a bicep curl, not that I've ever had one, it just looks fucking painful, and your arm curls up, your bicep curls up your arm and shit, and it's just, you gotta have surgery, and I don't think it'll ever get quite the same as it used to be. So you just want to make sure that you're not doing too much of a heavy weight when you do this movement, man. Make sure I'm hanging, the way that I'm hanging over the bench right now is I'm making sure that I'm secure. My arm isn't super what's the word? It's not super stressed. Some stress is good, but I'm actually trying to make sure that it's not like in a compromising position. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, man, you just don't want to be, getting hurt up in here. You know what I mean? Now, this is my second set. I think the heaviest I've ever gone on isolated bicep curls is probably 50s, 60s. Yeah, and that shit was fucking heavy. Now, I know that some people do heavier weight, but not this guy. I'm done ego lifting, man. Ego lifting to me just leads to Snap City. So we don't want to take a trip to Snap City. I'll make sure that I am never going on that bus to Snap City, okay? But anyway, yeah, same deal here. I think I just did like maybe 2 sets. But yeah. With this voiceover stuff, I feel like I have to keep talking. And it just feels weird if I'm just quiet. Let me just see how it feels if I'm quiet. It's just fucking weird. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I don't really know what else to talk about, really. But this is something that I love to do. I already said that, didn't I? But from here, I think I go to Skull. Wow, am I stuttering? Why am I stuttering? Skull Crushers. I go to Skull Crushers, right? Yeah. And I don't go too heavy on this because, when I was doing this day, my elbows were fucking up. So I think I did like only 1 or 2 sets of this, if I'm being honest. The first rep, I haven't done skull crushers in so long, but the first rep I was like going like behind my head. I was like, what the fuck? So let me like readjust and go towards my forehead because that shit hurt. But yeah, I think that having sore elbows is a very common occurrence when you do skull crushers, man. And there's more than one way to skin a cat, so you can always do different variations. You don't necessarily have to do skull you. I just wanted to try it out because I haven't done it in so long. Great workouts for triceps are, dips, tricep pull downs. That's one of my favorites. And, many others, man. That's like just a couple. But yeah, I think I'm like, oh shit, my elbows hurt. So now I'm all the way to hanging leg raises. Now, again, I've seen, I think, the most definition in my stomach in years. I mean, I think that for one, when you do ab workouts, they're only effective if you're in now I think this is pronounced correlate. Wow, that was horrible. Caloric deficit. Holy fuck, what's wrong with me? When you're in a caloric deficit, I'm sorry, I just can't talk. But anyway, when you're in this deficit, you're not really eating as much as you typically do, So I think up until this point, and I'm still on my diet, mind you, I'm only eating like 69 grams of fat, 219 grams of protein, and I think roughly 209 or 210 grams of carbs. And it's really been I've really been seeing a big difference in my abs. And my abs are actually showing. And let me tell you guys, I used to be so insecure with showing off like my stomach. I mean, my stomach wasn't, I didn't have like a dad bod, but I've always wanted to have abs. I always wanted to know what that felt like. And now this is like the most definition that I've ever seen in my stomach. So it can happen for you guys too. You just got to be more dedicated in, cleaning up your diet. I am a firm believer that you guys who are watching, and ladies too, you guys can do it. I mean, this is coming from a guy who loves Chick-fil-A, spicy chicken sandwich with a large fry, large lemonade. I mean, Wendy's at midnight, IHOP, pancakes, bacon, sausage, drenched in syrup. I was a madman, but you just gotta have some dedication here, I mean, just a little bit of dedication goes very far, Now, depending on your macros, you might be able to have that stuff in moderation. Don't go overboard, but you can maybe have a chicken sandwich here or there, but, depending on how strict you really want to be, right? But, I mean, if I can do it, then you guys damn sure can do it too. Believe me. Everybody's different. I get it. Everybody's different, but you have to be disciplined and have some dedication. Don't jump into the ocean, right away. It might take some baby steps to get there, but I'm a firm believer that y'all can do it, man. Most people have abs. It's just covered by, fat. So just gotta knock that fat off, and then lo and behold, you have abs, right? But you gotta make sure you work out your abs, though. You gotta make sure you're dedicated. So, I know that you guys can do it. So, I think that once you get it, it looks nice, So, yeah. But I think that's the end of the workout. Thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna also post the other gym session that I never posted. So, take care, everybody. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.